Hello, I'm Dr. William Lai. If you're over 60, stop trusting expensive magnesium pills because there's something the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. Most of the magnesium in common pills never makes it into your body. Clinical research shows that over 70% of magnesium from widely sold supplements is eliminated before it ever reaches your cells, meaning a large portion is simply flushed away. Yet, these pills continue to sell for $20, $30, even $50 a bottle, quietly relying on the fact that most people never ask how much is actually absorbed. What rarely gets explained is that absorption matters more than dosage, especially as digestion changes with age. Meanwhile, right in front of us, there are 6 everyday foods that cost around $2 per serving. And studies suggest they can deliver 2 to 4 times more usable magnesium than many popular magnesium pills. This isn't just about numbers on a label. It shows up as muscles that relax more easily, steadier nerve function, deeper sleep, better digestion, and lower stress levels. Benefits. Supplements often fail to deliver consistently for seniors. That's because these foods come packaged with natural fiber, enzymes, and supporting nutrients your body needs to actually absorb magnesium instead of flushing it out. Researchers have observed that when older adults switch to food-based sources, magnesium levels often improve faster and remain more stable. And this is exactly why supplement companies rarely emphasize food-based magnesium, because if seniors understood this difference, an industry built on expensive pills would lose billions. In this video, we're revealing all 6 of these magnesium-rich foods and showing you how to use them correctly. So stay with us because number 2 on this list has been shown to improve magnesium levels faster than most supplements. You'll find the research sources linked below if you'd like to review them yourself. Before we dive in, let me ask you one quick question. How old are you? We read and respond to every comment because your experience helps guide every video we make. Without further ado, let's jump straight into number 6. A surprisingly common food that many seniors eat regularly, but almost always in a way that prevents the body from using its magnesium properly. Number 6. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao. Dark chocolate is no longer just an occasional indulgence because research now shows it is one of the most bioavailable natural sources of magnesium, providing about 64 milligrams per ounce, along with plant compounds called flavonoids that help magnesium enter cells more efficiently. Researchers in Switzerland were surprised to discover that in specific bitter compounds naturally found in dark chocolate help relax the cellular channels magnesium uses to move into the body, creating an absorption advantage that isolated supplements simply can't replicate. When you eat dark chocolate, you're not just consuming magnesium by itself. It comes packaged with natural fats that slow digestion at just the right pace, giving your intestines more time to absorb the mineral instead of letting it pass straight through. To get the most benefit, it's important to choose dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao and eat it about 30 minutes after a meal when digestive enzymes are most active and magnesium can be absorbed alongside other nutrients. A serving of about 1 oz, roughly 3 to 4 small squares depending on the bar, is enough. Letting it melt slowly in your mouth allows saliva enzymes to begin breaking down helpful compounds. This process starts even before the chocolate reaches your stomach. Timing matters as well, because having dark chocolate in the evening can enhance its effects since magnesium naturally supports relaxation and sleep. And cacao contains small amounts of compounds that work together to promote deeper rest. What many people don't realize is that processing makes a major difference because Dutch processed or alkalized chocolate can lose up to 40% of its magnesium during manufacturing. That's why choosing natural, non-alkalized dark chocolate is key if you want the full benefit. Another advantage is that dark chocolate naturally contains copper and manganese, 2 minerals that work alongside magnesium to support bone strength, heart rhythm, and muscle function in ways isolated supplements simply cannot match. But as impressive as dark chocolate is, the next food on our list contains even more magnesium per serving and costs literal pennies. So before we continue, make sure to like and subscribe because the health information you actually need is coming up right after this. Number 5 is black beans, a food that costs literal cents per serving, yet delivers far more usable magnesium than most people realize. 1 cup of cooked black beans delivers about 120 mils of magnesium, while costing well under $1 per serving, making them one of the highest magnesium values in the entire grocery store. According to research conducted by the University of Michigan, magnesium from black beans was compared directly with magnesium oxide supplements, one of the most commonly sold forms. The researchers found that magnesium from properly prepared black beans delivered nearly 8 times more usable magnesium into the bloodstream than magnesium oxide supplements. And the reason has everything to do with how beans change during cooking. When black beans are soaked and cooked correctly, heat alters phytic acid, a compound long thought to block mineral absorption, transforming it into a form that actually helps escort magnesium through the intestinal wall. In other words, what nutrition experts once labeled an anti-nutrient becomes a powerful absorption enhancer. Black beans also contain soluble fiber that forms a gel-like structure in the digestive tract, slowing digestion and allowing the body up to 3 times longer to extract magnesium compared to taking a supplement on an empty stomach where minerals often rush through unused. To maximize magnesium from black beans, soaking them for at least 8 hours before cooking makes a meaningful difference, especially when soaking water includes a small amount of acid, such as lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. The cooking liquid itself, often discarded, contains around 50 micromolars of highly absorbable magnesium per cup, and traditional cultures have long used it as a mineral-rich broth rather than pouring it away. According to dietary research conducted in Brazilian Ministry of Health-supported studies, eating black beans, alongside vitamin C-rich foods such as tomatoes or bell peppers, can increase magnesium absorption by up to 30%. Because vitamin C binds with magnesium and helps intestinal cells recognize it more easily. Resistant starch in black beans feeds beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, creating a mildly acidic environment in the colon. This environment significantly improves magnesium absorption in areas where most supplements have already passed through unused. And beyond magnesium, black beans provide folate, potassium, and iron, forming what nutrition scientists call a mineral matrix, allowing multiple minerals to be absorbed and utilized together, something no isolated supplement can replicate. But as impressive as black beans are, the next food on our list costs even less and contains a property that makes its magnesium almost impossible for the body to waste. So stay with us because number 4 surprises almost everyone. Number 4, cooked spinach, not raw. 1 cup of cooked spinach delivers around 157 mg of magnesium. But here's the shocking part: most people then nutritionists get wrong. Raw spinach is actually one of the worst ways to absorb magnesium. While cooked spinach becomes a magnesium powerhouse because of a critical transformation that happens during heating. According to research discussed by the National Institutes of Health, spinach contains natural oxalates that bind tightly to magnesium, preventing it from being absorbed when the vegetable is eaten raw. When spinach is cooked, heat breaks down these oxalates and ruptures the plant cell walls, releasing magnesium from protein complexes your digestive system otherwise struggles to access. As a result, cooked spinach can deliver several times more usable magnesium than raw spinach, even though the food itself hasn't changed, only the preparation has. Another key reason cooked spinach works so well is volume reduction. Cooking spinach reduces its volume by nearly 90%, meaning you're effectively consuming the magnesium from 10 cups of raw spinach in a form your body can actually absorb. This is why traditional cuisines that rely on leafy greens almost always cook them, even long before the science was understood. To further increase magnesium absorption, research referenced by the Harvard Thachan School of Public Health explains that consuming cooked spinach with healthy fats dramatically improves mineral uptake. Adding olive oil while the spinach is still hot helps form microscopic fat droplets that carry magnesium through the intestinal wall more efficiently. A small amount of salt helps open cellular transport channels, and adding black pepper introduces piperine, which studies show can increase mineral absorption by up to 40% by enhancing intestinal permeability. Frozen spinach can be just as effective and sometimes even better because freezing further breaks down cell walls, making magnesium more accessible once the spinach is cooked. And beyond magnesium, spinach provides potassium, folate, and chlorophyll, creating a nutrient environment that supports circulation, muscle relaxation, and steady nerve function. But the next food on our list contains healthy fats that make magnesium absorption almost automatic. So stay with us because number 3 changes the way your body handles magnesium altogether. Number 3, avocado. With approximately 58 mg of magnesium in each fruit, avocados function as a natural magnesium delivery system, combining the precise monounsaturated fats the body needs to absorb this mineral efficiently, creating what researchers at UCLA described as a perfect mineral absorption storm in a 2021 nutrition study. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that minerals consumed alongside monounsaturated fats are absorbed more efficiently than minerals consumed alone. In avocados, magnesium is naturally embedded within a lipid matrix, helping protect it from early binding and loss in the acidic environment of the stomach. Findings from the National Institutes of Health indicate that fats from whole foods stimulate bile secretion more effectively than refined or isolated fats. Bile does more than digest fat. It also facilitates mineral transport across the intestinal barrier, allowing magnesium to remain in a stable, absorbable form as it moves through the small intestine. Digestive timing is another key factor. Clinical studies on post-meal physiology have shown that meals containing avocados significantly slow gastric emptying. This extended digestion time increases the contact period between magnesium and the intestinal lining, where mineral absorption is most active. Ripeness directly affects magnesium availability. Food chemistry research demonstrates that underripe avocados contain plant compounds that bind minerals and limit their release. Overhippicus, by contrast, begin altering fat structures. Perfectly ripe avocados, evenly soft with gentle pressure, provide magnesium in its most accessible form. Metabolic research shows that serum magnesium levels are naturally lower in the morning following overnight cellular repair. Consuming avocado at breakfast delivers magnesium in a slow-release fat matrix while stabilizing blood sugar and reducing insulin-driven magnesium loss through the kidneys. Adding lemon juice further improves absorption. Studies on mineral solubility show that citric acid increases magnesium availability in the digestive tract. Vitamin C also supports iron transport activity in intestinal cells, improving overall mineral uptake efficiency. Large population-based studies conducted in Mexico and the United States have found that regular avocado consumers tend to have higher serum magnesium levels even after adjusting for diet quality and lifestyle factors. This suggests that avocados do more than supply magnesium. They create physiological conditions that help the body retain and utilize it more effectively. Finally, the soluble fiber in avocados feeds gut bacteria involved in mineral recycling and reabsorption. Long-term dietary research shows that this microbial adaptation improves the body's ability to extract magnesium not only from avocados but from other foods as well. Avocado, then, is more than a source of magnesium. It is part of a biological system that helps the body absorb, regulate, and preserve magnesium over time. And this is only the third step. The next food contains significantly more magnesium, yet is widely misunderstood and often used incorrectly. Number 2, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most magnesium-dense foods you can buy, delivering around 168 mg of magnesium per ounce, which is nearly 3 times more than avocado, at a cost of just a few cents per serving. According to nutritional data compiled by the USDA, pumpkin seeds rank among the highest magnesium sources available in the standard American food supply. But what makes pumpkin seeds truly different isn't just the amount of magnesium, it's how quickly the body can use it. Research published in the European Journal of Nutrition shows that magnesium bound within seeds is released rapidly during digestion because mechanical chewing breaks the seed structure, exposing magnesium directly to digestive enzymes. This allows magnesium from pumpkin seeds to enter the bloodstream faster than magnesium from many supplements that require dissolution and chemical breakdown first. Pumpkin seeds naturally contain zinc, and studies discussed in the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology explain that zinc and magnesium work together to regulate cellular transport channels, improving how efficiently both minerals are absorbed and retained. Pumpkin seeds also contain healthy fats that slow digestion just enough. This prevents magnesium from rushing through the gut unused while still allowing rapid uptake in the upper intestine. To maximize magnesium absorption, pumpkin seeds should be lightly roasted rather than eaten raw because gentle heat reduces enzyme inhibitors without damaging the mineral content. Grinding or thoroughly chewing the seeds makes an even bigger difference since intact seed shells can trap magnesium and carry it out of the body unused. A serving of 1 oz, roughly a small handful, is enough. And eating pumpkin seeds between meals allows magnesium to be absorbed without competition from large protein loads. Because magnesium from pumpkin seeds enters circulation quickly, many people notice improvements in muscle tension and nervous system calm within hours rather than days, something supplements rarely achieve. But while pumpkin seeds deliver magnesium fast, the final food on our list provides magnesium in a way that the body almost never wastes. So stay with us because number 1 changes everything you think you know about magnesium absorption. Number 1, raw cacao nibs. Raw cacao nibs are the ultimate magnesium superfood, delivering an almost unbelievable 272 emitters of magnesium per quarter cup. But that number alone is not what makes them extraordinary. What truly sets raw cacao nibs apart is a unique compound they contain called amide, which influences how your cells absorb and hold onto magnesium in ways supplements simply cannot replicate. Researchers at Cornell University identified that raw cacao contains over 700 biologically active compounds, including rare polyphenols that temporarily alter cell membrane behavior. These compounds create short-lived transport pathways that allow magnesium to move into cells far more efficiently, increasing cellular uptake by as much as 16 times compared to standard magnesium supplements. The difference between raw cacao nibs and processed cocoa powder is not subtle. It's the difference between eating a fresh orange and eating orange-flavored candy. The heat and alkalization used to produce regular cocoa powder destroy critical compounds, including the bruin-phenophamin and natural enzyme regulators that normally work together to maximize magnesium absorption and retention. When you eat raw cacao nibs, you are consuming magnesium in its original biological matrix, surrounded by the exact coactors, enzymes, and carrier compounds that nature designed to ensure near-complete utilization. This is one reason ancient Mayan cultures referred to cacao as the food of the gods and used it medically for fatigue, circulation, and heart-related conditions. The intense bitterness of raw cacao nibs is not a flaw. It actively triggers a digestive response that increases stomach acid and enzyme release, creating an ideal chemical environment for breaking down and absorbing minerals. At the same time, naturally occurring MAO-inhibiting compounds in cacao help keep magnesium active in the body. This allows magnesium to remain effective up to 4 times longer than usual instead of being rapidly excreted. To fully unlock this effect, raw cacao nibs should be chewed slowly and thoroughly until they begin to soften and break down. This mechanical breakdown, combined with saliva enzymes, initiates absorption before the cacao even reaches the stomach, allowing small amounts of magnesium to pass directly through oral mucosal tissues. The ideal daily intake is 2 tablespoons divided into 2 servings. 1 in the morning mixed into oatmeal or yogurt, where fats and fiber create a slow release effect, and 1 in the afternoon when cacao's gentle stimulation combines with magnesium's calming properties to eliminate the typical midday energy crash. Research from Brazil found that people who regularly consumed raw cacao nibs had much higher magnesium levels in bone and muscle. In some cases, levels were up to 80% higher than in those using magnesium supplements. This is because cacao compounds actively help the body store magnesium in tissues rather than simply circulating it temporarily in the bloodstream. Phenethylamine and raw cacao nibs stimulates endorphin release and improves mood. At the same time, it opens cellular receptors that are normally less responsive to mineral uptake. Scientists describe this effect as a biochemical window of opportunity. During this window, the body becomes temporarily more efficient at pulling magnesium from foods consumed over the next 2 to 3 hours. One of the most powerful preparation methods is raw cacao nib tea. Steep 1 tsp of raw cacao nibs in hot but not boiling water for about 5 minutes. This extracts magnesium along with protective compounds that shield it during digestion, creating a magnesium delivery drink that costs around $30 yet consistently outperforms supplements selling for $30 or more. Your body depends on magnesium for hundreds of biological processes every single day, from producing cellular energy to keeping your muscles, nerves, and heart rhythm working properly. When magnesium isn't absorbed effectively, these systems begin to decline quietly over time. That's why supplements often fail to deliver the results people expect. While food-based magnesium works better as digestion changes with age, the human body was designed to recognize magnesium when it comes from real food supported by natural fats, fiber, enzymes, and coactors, not when it arrives as an isolated compound in a capsule. You snorts don't need to change everything at once. Just start with one small adjustment and pay attention to how your body responds. If this video helped you understand magnesium in a new way, consider subscribing for clear, practical health guidance designed for adults over 60. and let us know in the comments which food you'll start with first. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to the channel.